Hi, my name is Matthew Hale and welcome to my Google Sketchup tutorials. In these tutorials we'll look at how to use Google Sketchup for the NDT industry and export 2D and 3D images for reports, procedures and training. But now let's just look at some of the basics. When opening up the program for the first time, you'll be prompted with a Choose Template screen. You have a long list of templates you can choose from, different architectural, structural, 3D printing, woodworking. I generally just go with the architectural design in millimeters. The first thing that you want to do is go to your view toolbars and switch on your large tool set. The next thing you can do is delete the person, as they can just generally get in the way. Another thing to note is that we selected millimeters at the start of the program. You can always change this by going Windows, Model Info, and switch between millimeters, inches, feet, centimeters, meters. This is very useful to know when you're drawing pipe work and working in inches, or want to be more precise and draw in millimeters for vessels and other components. Now that we have a blank canvas, we can start to draw. The purpose of this video isn't really to draw anything specific, but just go through the basic tools on your large tool set. Looking at the left hand side of the screen, you have a large tool set with a long list of tools to use. Also taking note down in the bottom right hand corner, it gives you the dimensions of the component that you're currently drawing. Starting off with some of the basic tools, we have lines, rectangles, circles, polygons, arcs and pies. We'll start with something basic like a circle. Clicking down once on the screen allows you to start drawing the circle, and clicking again completes the circle. Another useful tip to know is that all your basic keyboard functions will work like any other program. So Ctrl A will select all, Ctrl C will copy, Ctrl V will paste. This allows you to draw a lot quicker. Ctrl Z will undo what you've just done. Once you have drawn your basic shape, you might want to move yourself around the component or pan yourself across for a better view. You have these functions down in the bottom left hand corner, or if you hold down the center scroll button on your mouse, you can rotate yourself around the component. At this point you might want to rotate your drawing. For this you can use the select tool, or you can do the Ctrl A like explained before to select all. Using your rotate function, you can simply click once and click again, noting down at the bottom right hand corner of the screen that is the degrees that you have just rotated. So we now have a circle from the cross-sectional view. At this point we can start turning this into a vessel or even a pipe. Simply select the push-pull tool, click once on the component and drag it along. You can see the distance of it is growing as I drag it. You can push at any point the tab button and type in the exact dimension you want. In this case I chose 2000 millimeters, which would be 2 meters. Now that we have a horizontal cylinder, this could either be a vessel or a pipe. If we were to turn this into a pipe, you can go to your offset tool, click on the outer diameter and drag in to the desired thickness. Again, if you want something specific, push the tab button on your keyboard and type in the dimension that you require. Now that you've given your pipe a specific thickness, you can go back to your push-pull function, select the inside and drag it back out. This has now created a hollow pipe. At this point we won't go too much further. I'll just like to show you the paint function, which gives you your materials with a drop down menu with many different types of The ground covers and roofing. Metals is what we use a lot. So you have a rusted metal, you have an aluminium for the internal surface, or a seamed metal. You also have an import tool which you can browse to import for your own materials, like your C-scan data for corrosion mapping, or pictures of actual surfaces that you want to rather use that for your components. But we'll go into that with a bit more detail later on. The last thing we'll do is just get the component ready for export. So the first thing you would want to do is rotate around, get your component to a good view. In your views menu, you can remove the axes, and that will get rid of all the unwanted lines. You can go to File, Export, 3D Model or 2D Graphic. So if you went 3D Model, you've got a long list of formats: 3ds files, AutoCAD drawings, FBX, OBJ files. There's a long list of your preferred files which can be imported in 3D PDFs or anything of your choice. And for the exported 2D graphics, obviously you would name the component what you want to name it. You have PDF files, Windows bitmaps, JPEGs, PNGs, AutoCAD drawings, and so on. So there's many different types of files you can choose from. So that concludes the basics. In the next video we'll look at how to draw and export a pressure vessel. I just want to give a special thanks for all the supportive likes and comments, and to Jesse Groom from opensourcendt.com. Go and check their website out for loads of free NDT related content, and I'll see you soon in the next video.